Hi friends, my name is Maria. I'm a slow reader and let's get into my 2025 reading goals. So first things first, I watched a couple different people's videos to really cultivate my list. So these are my goals for 2025. And let me say that I reread not one, not two, but 7 books in 2024. I think that's so fun. I'm definitely a big rereader, big rewatcher. I have my top 10 favorite movies, and whenever I'm in the mood for a movie, I'm picking from that list. I don't care what's out there that's new. It's like, which one of these 10 am I in the mood for? And so I think I might be applying that same mentality to books, not intentionally, but yeah, I love that I reread 7 books, and I would love to reread 7 again in 2025. And that leads into, in 2024, I didn't set a numerical goal, and in 2025, I'm not setting a numerical goal either. And so it is what it is. I think in 2024, I read about 20 something. I don't know. It's like when you don't set the number in Goodreads, you have to manually count it. And so if it's like 22 versus 29, I just don't care. It was a fun year. I think I probably could have read a little bit more. I definitely read in like spurts, but it was fun. I mean, 7 rereads is great. It's a little bit of rapid fire of what I want to read this year. 1 memoir or autobiography, or 1 personal finance book, 1 gospel exposition, 3 poetry books, 12 arcs, 1 fantasy series with at least 3 books in it, 1 big hard book, and a book from the library. So midway through this year, I don't know what got into me. Maybe it was rereading Divine Rivals. I don't know. I just really wanted to read poetry. And so that's why I put 3 poetry books for 2025. 12 arcs. I think I said 12 arcs in 2024 as well. I did not read 12. Maybe 3 or 2. Yeah, I think 3 or 2. I'm not sure, but definitely want to try to read at least 1 a month to support authors in that way. And then 1 personal finance book should be pretty easy for me to knock out because I really enjoy personal finance. I already have like 4 personal finance books. I have a personal finance video coming eventually. So I think that'll be easy to knock out. What else? Poetry, arcs, fantasy series with at least 3 books. A big hard book. So there's this guy on YouTube, Tim DeMoss, I think, and he has a video about why you should read hard books. And basically in the video, he's saying if you read hard books, that's how you like grow, you know, and challenge to read books that you don't understand. I think that's what it is. And so I would love to read a big hard book and just be challenged and kind of like have some struggle, you know? And then a couple other goals. I want to decrease my physical TBR by 5 books. I don't know how many books I have on my physical TBR, but I just know I don't want it to be as big as it is now. And so I'll make a video about counting them, figuring out which ones I'm going to give away, and then trying to cut down on the number of unread books that I have. So I'm in the process of becoming a biblical counselor. Now this process has been quite slow because I'm stuck on step 2, which is to read 1,000 pages of some biblical counseling books. And so I want to finish that in 2025. I think we have 3 years from when we did the education classes to finish the certification, and we did the education classes in fall 2023. So if I finish reading all the pages in 2025, then I can do my practical stuff in 2026 and be certified. I would love to do a getaway reading retreat. So this could be with friends. Ideally it would be with friends or with family. And so there's a little bit of that element that's out of my control, just trying to coordinate with other people. But I think it'd be so fun to do like a 24-hour readathon with friends. And I have at least Phoebe, who I've mentioned in the videos. I know she's down to do it, and a couple other friends are down to do it. So we just need to like find a time and do it. But I think that would be so fun. And so I'm making it a goal so that I have some level of accountability to seeing this through. And then some specific books that I would like to read are, I would love to read more of Rebecca Ross's back catalog. So I read Divine Rivals and Results Vows, loved them so much. Divine Rivals, 6-star read for me. Love it. And her writing is just so poetic. And I think that partially played into why I want to read more poetry. But I wanted to read, I don't know, her other books, they just sound good. Ugh. So I want to read some of her books. I would love to read the Avalon Tower series, which I already read this Well, the first 2 books are out. The 3rd book comes out either January or February or March, something like that. And so when that book comes out, I'll reread the first 2 leading up to the 3rd book. Really excited for that. It's probably my biggest anticipated read for 2025. Lady of the Lake, it's called. And then I would love to finish my book of the month physical TBR. I think I have about 5 book of the month books, and so I would love to cut back on that. And then also work my way through my TBR that's on the website as well. But right now I have book of the month paused because I want to get through this TBR. And then 6 of Crows, it just sounds like, I think it's a duology. I just love books. Well, I think I just really enjoy thefts or heists, should I say. And I think 6 of Crows is a heist duology. I don't think I've ever read a heist book. Yeah, I don't think I have, but I think it'd be fun to read. So 6 of Crows I'd like to read. The Paradise Problem. Okay, if this is not your first reading video of mine that you've seen, then you know I love fake dating. Paradise Problem is like a fake marriage. Basically, I think it's like these 2 people got married and then they got divorced, but they never officially signed the papers. And then for the son to inherit the billions that he's been left with, he has to be married. So they like fake still being married, even though they're married on paper. Something like that. And they go to the beach with his family. So I'm sure, I don't know. And I don't think I've read Christina Lauren before. And so that'll be my first Christina Lauren book. But fake dating, I'm there. And then Dreamland Billionaire, I think just reading a book about rich people would be fun. I think it's 3 books that are standalone. And I think one of them has fake dating or fake marriage. I'm not sure if it's, I don't know. And then Magnolia Parks, I've heard it's kind of like Gossip Girl. I thoroughly enjoy Gossip Girl. Watched it twice because I forgot who Gossip Girl was. But now I remember. I'm waiting until I forget again to watch it. So those are some of the books that I want to read. I don't know if I'll make it through all of those. Hopefully I do. But there's also, I should say, all these goals, there's just no pressure. It's more of a intention, more of a direction that I would like my reading to go. But I'm not holding to any of this at all. And then, probably not good to say when you're setting a goal. Okay, anyways, so if I've read all of these books, a memoir, a gospel exposition, the arcs, the poetry books, all of that, it would come out to about 50 books, which sounds like a lot. This list doesn't look crazy to me, but 50 books is a lot. I don't know if I've ever read 50 books in my life in 1 year. My goal, a soft goal, very, very soft goal, no constraints with this goal, is to read 2 books a month. So that's 24 books versus 50 if I've read all of these. So we'll see. It'll be interesting, but it's just a kind of a direction. Let me know in the comments what some of your reading goals are, and if there are any books that I listed that you want to read as well, then we can maybe do a buddy read. I don't know. But you made it to the end of the video. That means you should give it a like. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, also, I should say that I have this here because this is the 1 Year Chronological Study Bible. It's the New Living Translation. And I would love to read this. It's kind of a reading goal. It's not really in my head a reading goal. It's more of like a Christian spiritual growth goal, but it is reading. So in this book, I don't think there's any days off. It's like January 1st to December 31st, I believe. And you're reading like 3-ish pages in here. Yeah, about 3 pages a day. Yeah. And so it's not too crazy, but I've always wanted to read the Bible chronologically. And so having it like this, where you're just reading cover to cover, so another goal.